Yeah. I
And
think he has story behind all of this.
it seems like he does, yeah.
I'm going to turn you on.
Oh, you already do. Welcome to At First Glance. I'm Eric's.
And I'm Dankson. And this is an art review episode.
We had a submission from an artist named T-Mon.
T-Mon.
I know this artist personally. He requested that we maybe showcase a little bit of his art. He's a very enthusiastic artist. He's
a young artist.
Yeah, he's young. Very excited to draw all the time. He's always got something to talk about, something new. And his goal is to be an animator. So we're going to run through some of his art. We're going to showcase a little bit of it and then give a little bit of our feedback.
Yes, it's a good special episode today. It's our second art submission for the channel. T-Mon!
T-Mon!
T-Mon! Number one. We have a picture
Of a lady.
of a lady. Well, I don't think she's human. She's got like...
Oh, she's definitely... I mean, she's humanoid. She's not a human.
Yeah, she has like some sort of animal ears.
She's got skin issues.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I think she's sick. She's got like a cool like green tone to her skin. She looks like a warrior type person.
Yeah.
She has some sort of energy powers around her hands.
Yeah.
And then she has this giant, what is that, a glaive?
Yeah, it's like a mix between an axe and a spear.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A lot of these are originals to T-Mon that he created. He seems to have like almost like his own universe of these characters. I started to see like a stat sheet with him. He started like, rating their power levels and their health and their swords and stuff. So he gets really in depth with it, which is great.
Yeah, he's creating his whole different, his own world with characters that have their power scaling and everything.
So this one, it looks like she's on like a mountain. It's raining. It's lightning out. It's a really cool picture. I could see this being in the universe that he's creating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this. I like she's a warrior of some sort. She has like a chest plate and
sexy boots.
Some sexy purple boots. Cool cape. I'd say be careful a little bit with the tones of your colors in the background because it's so dark. So she has the same color in her pants as her chest plate.
And the background of the clouds and the weapon she has, all the color kind of starts to blend together. So breaking it up with a little bit of shading would be awesome. You'll see a lot of it pop more than normal. Maybe a little bit of shading. The line work is great.
Yeah, it's done with color pencil. Yeah, there's little tricks, like tricks that you can use. You can take an entire perimeter of one side of the character, and even if you use the same colors, the cape is red, you can
do a lighter red
or even a darker red,
right?
Just on the border, rinse and repeat with the color of the boot, color of the leg, color of the skin, just to have one kind of outline to pop it out from the background if you want to do a dark background like that.
And you'll see, like he said, a lot of these little tricks will improve your art exponentially. It'll start to pop a lot of your art more than normal.
Yeah, once you get a little bit of shading in there, you start to have perspective and you start to see dimension, which would help a lot with a picture like that. On to number two. Ooh, it's like a cyborg.
Yeah, his name is Centurion. Very cool looking guy. This is probably one of my favorites so far. He reminds me of Slade Wilson from like Teen Titans. Not the new one, not Teen Titan Go. Yeah, he's I don't know if he's like a robot or if he has like a mask on, but he's got like armor on. He's got a blade on his forearm and another character with some energy around his hands.
You'll notice a theme with the energy on the hand with a lot of these characters. So it'd be interesting to see, from T-Mon, if what that means. What's the story behind that? They all have, or a lot of them have this energy thing going on with their hands alongside a weapon, like a specific weapon for the character. Curious what that would be.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see like where the power come from.
Yeah, why do they all have a power on top of a weapon? Do they go hand in hand?
So this one has a white background, which pops the character because the character's in this dark gray like armor suit. You can tell that he did a pretty good job with the different grading of the gray. Yeah. So there's a dark gray and a light gray, which makes everything pop. The red obviously makes it pop as well. He's got always like this.
It's pretty like symmetrical, almost like.
Yeah.
He's got a ratio of black and gray and then red. But then you have different grades of gray. I'm assuming it's like metal looking, or
it looks like an armored suit, or like
a jumpsuit almost, but like armored, like more Kevlar-y armor.
Right.
It's cool. I think the color scheme is fine.
That's
I think it's Where'd you get all that pee? Yeah, I wonder if that's a mask or if it's like...
Or if he's like an android or something.
Yeah, but he's actually like a robot. He has two...
Swords,
or
I think
something.
They're swords. If it is a sword, I'd like to see it stick out from underneath his back to make it more realistic looking. But yeah, this guy reminds me of like a Slade Wilson. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. He has like a little badge or something, or like a uniform logo.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Curious what that is.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to hear from him.
The boot is good too because his leg is to the side.
Yeah, he's always got like...
his foot is down, so he's got some like... He puts a little bit of angles with...
his characters.
Yeah, even though it's pretty much standard front view, he's still having a...
It's a difference of... It's not like, straight up and down.
Yep.
He's always got like some sort of pose or like a... What am I trying to say? Like a position to his characters, which is nice. It's not...
Yeah, it's not like you could draw half a character and then just copy...
Right.
Invert it. Number 3.
So yeah, this guy's like a troll. He's got like 3 spikes on his head, some spikes on his back, some sharp teeth, and obviously he's a diseased looking thing. Yeah,
he's got some warts or some boils.
Yeah. I like how dingy he looks because it goes along with the sword that's in the picture. It's like a cracked,
an old,
rustic looking sword.
Yeah. He also has a hand growing out of his trap.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
I wonder if that can play a part in his fighting.
Yeah. They'll give it like a little dagger or something.
That would be cool, yeah.
I like this picture. He's got like a sash, but I think the feet are actually the best part of like...
Yeah, there's only 2 toes.
Yeah, I think that's the best part of this picture.
And again, he's not standing straight towards the camera or the perspective. He's like at an angle looking like he's about to walk.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. I think the feet are good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like his color.
Yeah, the color is cool. He's got a contrast between the red and the green and the brown, which is nice. Yep. And then a subtle neutral with the gray sword and his like gauntlets to kind of break it up a little bit.
Bracers, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Number 4. This one's awesome.
It looks like a bobblehead. This is a picture of Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, this is like the best, my favorite one.
This is one of my favorites. Yeah. I told him that in person too. He's like, it's Jim Carrey, and I'm like, it's Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool cartoony, like chibi Dr. Robotnik.
Very bobblehead-like.
Yeah,
He's got like this huge head.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like his mustache. I like the eyebrows. It shows some expression. I like how his mouth is kind of hidden from
under
the
fat
mustache.
Yeah.
The ears are pretty cool.
I like that the whole head is just exaggerated from the body.
Yeah, like a bobble.
Yeah.
He did a little bit of shading with the skin color.
Yeah,
and then in the ear.
Inside the ear has a darker skin tone.
Yeah. If he applied that
towards
the same thing to, everything.
Your hood.
It seems
clothes.
like a lot, but once you do a little bit of that slight shading, it just puts a dimension to it that it's almost magic when you do it.
It could be the simplest thing too, because you just think about where the light's coming from and what would cast a shadow. And even like you were saying, slight shading would pop the whole thing. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, because in reality, you're casting shadow on yourself, even or you look at in here is darker, under the nose is darker, under the lip is going to be darker. Anything that's next to each other is darker underneath the neck. So if he applies that everywhere, I think it would boost the definition and the contrast of everything so much. So it's nice to see that he does it. He did.
Yeah. He did.
This one is really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
That one's dope. I would get that like tattooed.
Yeah.
Number 5 or 6.
A big Earth type creature.
Yeah. I wonder if he's the same like race or species as the troll or like the green one. He looks like bigger, but it's hard to. There's no environment, so it's hard to tell how big. But
right,
he's definitely like meteor.
What I'd like to know is, does he have a hand inside that giant spike ball?
The mace
ball. He's got like a hand.
Yeah, or is it like
under there?
Or is he? What if he?
Or is it cut off?
Yeah, chopped hand, and he just has like a.
I think it'd be cooler if it was chopped off.
Yeah.
It's cool that he has like the type of character.
Yeah, like different races.
Yeah, he's got like an Earth type.
Making an RPG for us.
It would be a cool like MMO like character building sort of game. It would be cool.
This one is interesting too because this is, I think, has more of a dynamic pose than any of the other ones. It shows him walking. or he's walking. I like how his right foot is up
Yeah.
as if he were walking. I would say, maybe darken the border of the foot because it's the same width of the leg, so it's hard to
differentiate.
It looks like it blends. It almost looks like
a nub.
Chop it off and it would be a nub, yeah. But it's a foot. So if you maybe widen it out a little, but also make like a darker border on it, that would be fine. The other one actually isn't bad. The one in the back,
at an angle,
yeah.
He's got a lot of different perspectives on these characters that are like really awesome for what he's doing.
Yeah, they're not just concept standing there and robotically.
And I keep seeing this emblem in his drawings. I'm very curious to know like what that is and what it stands for.
Yeah, and I think he has story behind all of this.
It seems like he does, yeah.
Which is cool. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah.
The simplistic aspect of it kind of like just makes it pop in general. You like Candace?
Candace
fit in your mouth?
Of course it can.
What? This looks like a Castle Crashers dude.
Yeah, it is.
I never actually played the game, but
yeah, this is it's a Castle Crashers character. Castle Crashers was a game, I believe it was originally on the Xbox 360 maybe. But there's different knights and you go and save some princesses, and this is the Red Knight, which is like a fire knight. Yeah, so it's a character it's not an original character, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like the 2D. I've seen pictures, so I know what it's supposed to look like, and it looks just
it looks like it's supposed to. I like his sword. He's got little glare
of like reflection.
Yeah, like little glare highlights or reflections on the sword.
A lot of stuff like this too, like the 2D simplistic aspect makes it pop a little more. Same thing with the Dr. Robotnik one. That was simplistic as well. That can also be strong in a different kind of way. If it's supposed to be simple, then it pops.
Yeah.
It's cool. If it's supposed to be like this crazy detailed picture, then it needs that. But these are this one is very
fantasy
simple
and fantastical too. So the game itself is a 2D game.
Yeah, exactly.
You make it apply too much realism to it or something like that, then it's not right.
Yeah, it might take away from it.
It's not like not everything needs the same polish as other things. That one's cool. This one, I think it's of the same race. They're all big troll beastly looking guys. They all have like long arms and like spikes are involved.
Well, they're definitely in the same realm. I'm wondering if they're different races, because this one isn't probably Earth type. So
yeah, or like the same species but different like types.
This one definitely has a lot of like personal characteristics to it. He has like this hairdo with the leather jacket, it seems, a white t-shirt, some jeans, and like these accessories and gauntlets and stuff. And it really brings the character together. So he seems a little more civilized than the other two trolls. Those two were like rustic, like caveman looking.
Yeah,
this
he
guy
seems like he's like integrated in society somehow, like a bounty hunter or something, like a biker.
He's got like a style to him, because with the crossbones, the pins and stuff, he's got a lot of identity to him, which is cool.
Yeah, he puts details in the characters to make them like their personality, and you can already guess like to me, he looks like a biker.
Yeah.
Or like a...
Yeah, he looks like a biker, like bounty hunter.
I really like the mad smiley face looking thing. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things to this.
And he's got, so he has the green beast troll.
The blue
one. Now there's a red one.
I'd like to hear about these stories. This one, he put the emblem in the top right, kind of like comic version, which is cool, or like stat sheet kind of feel to it. Like I said, I'm very curious to see what that emblem means or what it stands for.
Yeah, it's the same in their belt.
Yeah.
Also,
it's cool to have like your own emblem that represents this whole universe, if that's what it is.
Or like a clan or like a guild or.
It just it's something that separates other art just that much more. Kind of makes it stand out. But this one's like this warrior chick. Again, she looks a little bit different than the other one. She has like purple armor, black pants, and she's got a blue skin tone with some red hair. She's got some sort of like katana or sword.
I like the hair. I think most of his characters have like 4 fingers, like a thumb and 3 fingers.
I just noticed that. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's like his own style. Like that's what he does.
Yeah, I think I like the from the knees down, those 2 legs and the foot. I like how that's one is overlapping.
Yeah,
and it looks good. I think she also has a power on her
hand.
Yeah, like the other ones. Yeah, she seems like more of like a rogue class.
Yeah, like a hunter type.
Yeah, like a assassin type of character.
Yeah.
She has a mask also. Yeah, that one's cool.
This next one, I think his name is Trick. this is another interesting like take on, you know, a character. He's like part angel, part demon. He's got a sword and some powers, but he also has like a demon wing on his left side or his right side and an angel wing on his right side. Got a halo and a cross for a necklace and some horns. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a conflicted guy.
Yeah. So it's just cool to see like this angel's demon kind of mashup.
Yeah, he also has a power.
Yeah.
Like a fire type of power. I like his face is looking to the side. I like the mouth it gets bigger on the side.
On one side.
Like the face actually looks like it's angled properly. I like he's got kind of the side where the devil wing is. It's the opposite eye that's red that looks more evil. So I like how it's not just cut right down the middle.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like it's both.
Yeah, it's got like a.
And he's got like a dagger, but I think it's called like a dirk or something like a.
I don't know.
I forget.
Yeah, it's like a smaller sword.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see where this plays along with his other ones. So with the other characters, it seems like they're trolls, and this one he's like an angel demon type dude. Yeah. So I'd like to see
like a dragony type of humanoid to it too.
Could be that, yeah.
Because he doesn't have like a nose, and some of his other.
I'd like to know like his lore, like where did he come from, like what happens.
Yeah, he definitely has story behind these characters. I would assume.
I think so.
Because they seem like they all go together in some world. So he does a good job of at least with these characters, he puts enough personality in them to where you're
so curious.
Yeah, I wonder where they're from and how they're related. And
so we got a couple more here.
Yep, a couple more for T-Mon.
This one looks like a Super Saiyan animal type.
Well, because of the patch here. I wonder if the thing on his chest is like armor or if it's like an underbelly.
I think it's underbelly. It reminds me of a cat, and I love the perspective of his head. He's looking up, screaming.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball Z.
He's got like a scarf with a couple swords and some gauntlets, which is cool, and this aura around him. This is, again, one of my other favorites from him, and I'm curious to see where he is with the story. But I love the like Super Saiyan, aura to it. It's really cool.
I like the position.
Yeah, the position's really cool.
Yelling, and he's got like sharp toes. I don't know, maybe that's the boots. But maybe that's like
I think that's
part of his race, or part of his like species.
Yeah, reminds me of like a very cat-like person.
Yeah,
he looks like an assassin type as well, but also like very strong.
Yeah, he's got his power up going.
So this last one here, we got Matilda. Very demon-like, not half-breed at all. This one's like full-on demon. She's got horns, wings, a tail, and she's using 2 energy things on her hands. Of them, yeah. Which kind of reminds me of, she reminds me of like a sorcerer or a sorceress that does a lot of magic.
She's got some freckles too, or some. She's got like
could be scales,
fangs going out there. Yeah, she got scales too, or maybe it could be scales. Yeah, I like the dress how it's like
torn in half. Yeah.
The boots are good.
Yeah,
I think the boots are good.
I could see this in a cartoon, a game, anime. It could be a lot of things. If you have story, then
story will push everything. He does good with his colors. He chooses, like 2 or 3 colors,
and he sticks.
And he kind of stays, So he's not muddying stuff up too much. But I think they're all
very unique,
all from the same universe.
Yeah, it looks like it. So we're almost out of time. Thank you, T-Mon, for submitting these.
Yes, thank you, T-Mon.
I'd like to see a lot more, not just from you, but for anyone. If you'd like to comment in the comment section saying you want some art reviewed or something, you can submit it to us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it can feel kind of embarrassing, or it can feel vulnerable. It's not about how good you think it is, or it's not about how good or bad. This is just about showing art and just showing stuff that people created. If you took 3 hours to do something, or 5 hours, or 1 hour, or whatever it is, it means something. Whether or not somebody may think it's good or bad, it means something that you took the time and you did something, and be proud of it for yourself.
This whole channel is about like celebrating art and music. Whatever you do, if you do anything weird, like, I've seen people like weld like structures or like sculptures and stuff, and that's still art. And this whole channel likes to promote that. I'd like to see T-Mon get into a little bit of shading, maybe some perspective on dynamic poses, maybe
dimensional.
Yeah, 3-dimensional stuff. Maybe some elements of like where they are in where they're standing. But
the tools that you have also can make a huge difference. Yeah. So those are all colored pencils.
Yeah, if you had a drawing tablet, you'd be killing it.
It would be a lot of tricks that he could do easily without
putting too much effort in it. It's pretty easy with a drawing tablet.
Yeah.
We're out of time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.
Ring that notification bell.
See you next time.
Bye.